all the time. Saeed in Bristol, who's been waiting patiently. Thanks very much, mate. Go ahead, you got a question?
Before my question, I would love to talk about the young English talents, why they are not making it when it comes to the Premier League.
Yeah, please, go ahead. That was our earlier discussion before we went to the news.
Definitely, that's the truth. I feel that most of the Premier League coaches doesn't give these young English talents the chance to excel or to showcase what they can do. Because if you look at most of the coaches, what they normally do is either to send them to the Championship clubs or League One clubs. Or either, other Premier League clubs in order to showcase what they can do. And if they go to those clubs, even they don't have first-team football. Because if you look at the likes of Tom Cleverley of Manchester United, he's a brilliant player, very good player. If he's given the chance, I think that, he can showcase what he can do. Fabregas was never given a loan. He was never sent out for a loan. He was groomed.
But he was good enough to get in the team straight away.
Don't tell me that he's good enough to get into the team under Andy Brassell. Don't tell me that. He's not better than Jack Wilshere when it comes to the ball. He's not better than him. Jack Wilshere, at his age, Fabregas is not better than him. Just tell me the truth that he is not given the chance to showcase what he can do. There are so many players in Arsenal, who are better than Fabregas at his age. At their age, but they're never given the chance. Likewise, that Abu Dhabi, who is an injury prone, you can't tell me that he's better than other young English players at that side, but they're never given the chance. That's the problem in this country.
And what do you have to say about that, Andy Brassell?
Basically, Tim Vickery's written Wiltshire loan to Bolton on a piece of paper, but I'm not going to bring that in at all, because that doesn't represent my view. That represents the view of Tim Vickery.
But Saeed in Bristol has got a challenge for you, which is that you cannot tell him that Fabregas is better than Jack Wilshere.
Yeah,
and that was your point.
Because if you look at Fabregas, he doesn't have a starting lineup when it comes to the Spanish side, because those guys are better than him, and he's having a first-team football at Arsenal. Despite that, he's not having a first-team football with Spain, because Xavi is better than him, that Busquets is better than him when it comes to that midfield. But don't tell me that Jack Wilshere is not good enough to start for Arsenal at his age.
I haven't told you that. I don't really understand.
No, but the point he's making is that we're saying Jack Wilshere went out on loan, and what Saeed in Bristol has made, the point he's been making is the English players get sent out on loan to lower division teams, whereas the foreign players get into the first teams straight away.
Of course, yes.
Well, I think really, the fact is the Premier League coaches, their responsibility is to help the club succeed. It's not specifically to develop young players. It's not to promote the England team.
You know what? What, Andy Brassell?
Go on.
You know what? That man, especially that man in North London who is coaching Arsenal, he is just there for the French, whether you know it or not, because that Koscielny he bought for £8 million, or I don't know, 8 million euros. Just tell me whether he is better than Gary Cahill of Bolton. He is not better than him. All these young English defenders are better than him. Even Phil Jones at Blackburn is better than him, because we all know what he can do.
Well,
whenever they come to this place, they always fail. And if you see he's not winning trophies, it's because of the English defenders are not playing for him anymore.
Well, I
Since
think
Ashley Cole left and Sol Campbell, he's struggling. Since Martin Keown and Tony Adams left, he's struggling. He doesn't know, because they don't know how to defend when it comes to this country. Let's speak the truth.
Well,
don't just tell me they are not good enough.
I think I'm not telling you anyone's not good enough, but I think what is pretty clear, if you're Arsene Wenger and you're going out to buy a new centre half, is Gary Cahill would cost you at least twice as much as Koscielny.
I will not agree. That's what he normally said. But let me just ask you one thing.
Please,
He's
carry
been
on.
here for over more than 10 years in this country. How many young English players did he groom from their academy? How many?
Question.
Well, like I said, I don't think it's necessarily his responsibility to do that.
Don't tell me that it's his responsibility, my friend. If you are in a country, my friend, you have to try and help them as well. Why is he going up to France and bringing players whom you know that they haven't been featured in their club? 8 times you said that Abu Dhabi featured for Auxerre, and he bought him.
Right.
Yes, did he do that here in this country? How many times did he do it?
Right, I don't really see the point, to be honest.
And so, okay, look, we're going to go round in circles.
I'm sorry,
no, okay.
I've lost that.
Don't worry.
Completely.
So we're going round in circles, and look, I do value the call. It's great to hear voice.